Hi everyone, this is IntuitiveEdge. Welcome once again to my channel. Thanks for joining me. It's time to take a look at our week ahead. So, what's going to be happening this week? What's going to be going on in the news and in the world? So, some are saying it's going to be a big week this week, but is it? Let's see what the cards say. So I'm going to shuffle up and we'll be right back and get started. Okay, so got the cards shuffled up here. So the first card out we have is in the news. What do we have going on in the news? The Fool card. New beginnings. This is a card about new beginnings, also kind of jumping into something new. Trying something sometimes without looking. It's like you dive in, you jump in. So we may be seeing brand new things starting this week. New beginnings in maybe taking a leap. I know that there's some new social media sites coming up this week, but look for new beginnings. Now the focus this week, we have the Devil card coming out on that. Let me pull a few more cards here. Okay, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, last three cards I have not turned over. Okay, so in the news we have the Fool. Our focus this week, we have the Devil card. So, Devil card, the shadow self. I get the image of something stirring the pot and causing people to fight amongst themselves. There's a lot of focus on fighting this week. A lot of energy on that also. Two sides fighting, two people trying to get the upper hand, but I kind of get that there's a focus on keeping people fighting too. So the focus is on fighting, but also fighting is what keeps us or keeps our focus small. It's like there's something else pulling the strings, keeping people at each other's throats. But if they would step back and recognize that they are being manipulated, like in this picture here, this devil figure is keeping these two little figures kind of dancing in the flame. They're like at each other. They're fighting each other. That's the sense I get. But if the people fighting would stop and recognize that they're not really fighting each other, they're being manipulated to fight each other by someone else. So it's like a third party involved. But that's not what's seen. What's seen is just this side fighting this side. And not recognizing the bigger picture behind it, that there is some influence going on. So that might be a good thing to step back with our focus this week and recognize that the fighting is not just organically between two sections or two factions. It's actually a greater master manipulative mind behind it that's keeping people at each other in that tension, that friction. Okay. Next question is, what will we see, witness, experience this week? Oh, wow. We have the Magician card on that. The card of taking everything you can at your disposal, creating something new. There's something very creative coming up this week. It feels like something's going to be coming out of nowhere this week that's going to maybe shock people or make people kind of question what's going on. Because it's just going to be like, where did that come from? What is this about? And it's like, wow, we didn't see that coming. And I'm trying to get a feel for what this is, what I'm sensing here. We thought, okay, I'm just trying to feel into this for a second. Bear with me. Something is going to shock the world. It's coming like out of nowhere. Like even people who are expecting things to happen or booms or something, it's going to shock even them. They're not going to see this coming. Nobody is. I don't know what this is. I'm just sensing, and it's like, oh wow, I'm just getting so many messages with this card. You see this divine figure almost. He's got that infinity symbol between his hands, working some type of magic, but also over his head. It's like the mind of God almost, that is doing something new in the earth. And it's going to take shape this week. It's going to be brought forth. It's giving birth this week. Something is coming. There's a new, oh my gosh, what is this? I'm trying to feel into this, guys. But you see that bright light coming over what looks like an earth type of shape, even though it's green. But that earth type planet thing behind. But that bright light coming over the horizon, bringing forth something new into creation. And we've got some type of mastermind behind it. Like, I want to say it's like the mind of God. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. I know people have been talking about, stuff coming up this week. It's going to be a big week. But I don't think it's that. I think this is something that's totally going to shift, but usher in something new. And it's going to shock. Okay, it's going to shock. And it's like we're taking, it's not like taking control, but it is. But it's not like we're taking charge and taking over. It's not that kind of feeling. It's like moving all of the pieces together and just, we are taking control now, but not in a controlling kind of way. What am I saying here? Trying to make sense of what I'm sensing, okay? But it's almost like taking charge of the very essence of creation and creating something brand spanking new, brand new. And it's going to take form, it's going to take shape, it's going to begin to come about this week. I feel something with it. Whew, even just speaking about it. What is this? What is this? See, I don't have all the answers, guys. I just give you what I sense and feel. But there's something, it feels very blessed. So we're going to experience something new coming in. Something from almost like the mind of God itself. Okay, I'm going to try to move on from that. That's pretty powerful. Whatever this is, powerful. Okay, the hidden. What's the hidden aspect this week? I have an upside down 8 of Wands. Now, this is a card of things happening quickly. Emphasis on quickly with these wands, but it's upside down, so I'm wondering if something's going to be happening, but it's not quite into full view. Something is happening. These two cards together. Okay, I'll show you this guy again. Focus on this light kind of beaming forth above, and this card has a beaming light also coming in. It's like there's something new coming. And I think it's been in the works. And it's going to shift Earth. What am I sensing? There's a shift coming on the Earth. We're shifting. It's like it has to be something good, bringing more light in. Shifting from darkness to light, like piercing the dark. Piercing the dark. Look at these wands. Okay, I'll show it to you just upside down because this is how I'm looking at it. But this light here, the earth upside down, something shifting the earth, But these wands each have light on the end, and it's going into the darkness, like piercing the dark. Piercing the dark. I just heard, oh my gosh. Okay. All right, looking up here, it's upside down, but anyway, looking up here, you see all these sheep. I just heard sheep no more. I just heard that. Sheep no more as I'm looking at the sheep. Sheep no more. Okay, maybe it is going to be a big week. All right, next card. The past. Oh, okay. Nice card to have on the past. The Three of Swords, a card of heartache, division, separation, anxiety, sadness, betrayal. If that's falling into the past, that's the past influence, but also what's leaving. Okay. Next we have the future. Now I've got the High Priestess. She's upside down. But this High Priestess card, inner wisdom, inner strength. This inner wisdom and inner knowing is oftentimes beyond what we can explain. It's just a knowing, a sense. So pay attention to intuition, wisdom that comes from just a knowing. That's what's coming into the future, is just a knowing, inner knowing. We have a respite coming with this card. This is on the outcome for this week. There's something that is about like putting aspects of the past or difficulty behind, taking a respite and just kind of like resting in this knowing, this presence that's going to unfold something new this week. Something is opening up too. Opening up. What is this opening up? It's like a key. A key. Okay, I'm just getting messages kind of jumbled, so bear with me. But it's like there's something opening like a key that's going to unlock the darkness that's been keeping the sheep, keeping the sheeple. And it's coming undone. It's coming undone. Something is piercing the darkness. I almost get a sense of like a battle in the heavens, so to speak. Like with the archangels or something that's going to push back or pierce or open a key to unlock something that's been locked and hidden. And it's like the sheep are going to open their eyes and wake up. They're going to see it. Even those that have their heads down are going to know something's up. Trust. So I just get like this feeling like of just trusting the process. Trusting the process. We don't always see what's around the corner, but we know the process. We can trust the process. I get a nice feeling with this magician figure. He's bringing something new. He's got everything under control. And also bringing in something that is going to startle the world or shock. Startle and shock. And then the outcome, of course, is interesting with all of that startling and shock. We've kind of got this card of respite and taking a break and stepping back. So that may need to take place and happen. It may be a lot for some to deal with. This awakening that's happening. There's been awakening that's been going on. This is like different. There's something new coming. Underneath this, we have the Ace of Swords, a card of victory. That white dove is a messenger of beauty. And that chain, as we see, that chain is broken by the power of God, if you want to call it that. But something is shifting in the heavenlies. It's like the war going on up above in the ether, so to speak, in the realm of the mind, the realm of the heavens. It will be interesting to see how this plays out this week and to see what takes place. But look for something new to be ushered in that's going to shift and pierce the darkness. Maybe we'll finally get some answers. Maybe we'll finally get to peek behind the veil as to what's really happening and really going on with this manipulation going on that's keeping people fighting each other instead of recognizing the bigger picture that's going on with humanity. Perhaps we're going to see some progress, or at least something new coming in to shed light on it and bring light, as I'm seeing with this card upside down, but that light coming in and piercing the darkness that's going to shift this earth and change things. Okay, I guess we buckle up from here and see what happens. That's what I get for this week ahead. Thanks everyone for joining me. If you'd like to get a peek at your week to see what's in store for you, join me over on Patreon. I do Peek at Your Week. It's a little more in-depth for individual people, my little groups over there, so join me if you'd like to. Anyway, you can also follow me on Bitchute, Brighteon, Rumble, and Telegram. I give updates a little often on Telegram. I'm on there quite a bit. So anyway, that's where else you can find me. I appreciate you joining me today for a look at your week ahead. Thanks everyone. Take care and we'll see you next week. Bye for now.